Is Fuquay-Varina affordable? And what does affordable actually mean? In addition to the obvious paying for your mortgage and insurance, there are hidden costs involved in purchasing a home. We are going to explore those today. We will dive into things like HOA fees, transportation, utilities, and other maintenance items that you might not think about when you're trying to decide whether or not you should purchase a home. Now, my disclaimer for this video is that it's not going to be it costs X amount to live in Fuquay. I'm not just going to sit here and spout a bunch of numbers at you, but I am going to talk to you about what it feels like to live in Fuquay and how you can do so at a variety of budgets. Currently in Fuquay-Varina, the median sales price for homes is $490,000. It's really not that bad. It's proof that you can find a home for under $500,000, which is what I hear often from clients. The reality is, if you're looking at a $400,000 house, your monthly payment's going to be like in the low to mid 2000s. If you're looking more in the 500,000 range, you'd be in the upper 2s to the mid 3s. 600s would take you all the way up possibly to the low 4s. And if you're looking for luxury living, which is also possible in Fuquay, at least 800,000, you'd be starting at the mid 4,000s for your monthly payment. Now, of course, this takes into consideration the fact that we are estimating a variety of down payments and insurance and all of that sort of thing that goes into your monthly payment. So there can be some variation there in monthly payment depending on how much you put down.
Outside of your mortgage every month, you still have to pay for utilities. So you still have to pay for electric, water, internet, and natural gas. This could cost you a few $100s in total every month. Say maybe $300 to $500 during months that are not summer. During the summertime, it is not unheard of for electric bills to be extremely high, upwards of $300 a month, because it gets so hot in North Carolina.
Groceries are groceries, and if you have found yourself in a situation similar to one that my family has found themselves in recent months, you might be scrimping and saving a little bit, trying to cut corners where you can. And one of the nice things about Fuquay is that we have lots of grocery stores. We have Harris Teeter. There are 2 Food Lions. We have an Aldi's. We are getting a Lowe's Foods. We also have Walmart. Lots of places where you can shop for groceries at different price points, whatever meets your budget. One of the things that we have talked about already is that living in Fuquay does not mean that the commute to Raleigh or to RTP is necessarily quick and easy. And there will definitely be things to consider when you are choosing whether or not to live in Fuquay. As you know, gas right now is around $3.55 a gallon. Maybe in some places as high as $3.80, $3.85. But in addition to just having to pay for gas to get to RTP, to get to Raleigh, or wherever you might need to go, maybe you work in Cary, even that is a good 20 minutes at least drive on a good day with no traffic. You want to make sure you take into consideration the wear and tear on your vehicle. Driving every day will wear down your tires and your brakes, and those things will need to be replaced. And so you'll want to make sure that you consider the frequency with which you're going to have to commute and the impact that repairs and maintenance for a car will have on your budget. Property taxes vary as well. In Fuquay-Varina, our property taxes are a little higher than some other areas. So that's something that you'll have to factor in. And then, of course, not only are there taxes for Fuquay-Varina, but there's taxes for Wake County as well. Now, Fuquay-Varina spans not only Wake County, but Harnett County. Interestingly enough, if you live in Harnett County, you don't pay the Fuquay-Varina tax, but you do pay Harnett County's tax. Harnett County's tax is actually a little bit higher than Wake County's tax. Just keep that in mind.
One thing I always tell people is the cost of living isn't just about your mortgage. It's also about how you actually spend your time. If you enjoy eating out, grabbing coffee, visiting local breweries, or even spending the weekends exploring, Fuquay-Varina has plenty of options without having to drive into Raleigh. There's also parks, greenways, community events, youth sports, dance studios, and gyms. So whether you're raising a family or you're an empty nester looking to stay active, there's something here for just about everyone. Of course, everyone's lifestyle is different, but compared to many larger cities, I think Fuquay gives you a lot of opportunities to enjoy life without feeling like every outing breaks the budget. Before you decide what you can comfortably afford, don't forget about the expenses that aren't included in the listing price. Things like HOA dues, homeowner's insurance, routine maintenance, lawn care, pest control, and saving for future repairs all add up over time. None of these costs are unique to Fuquay-Varina, but they're easy to overlook when you're focused on finding the perfect home. So I always encourage my clients to look at the full monthly picture so they can choose a home that fits not only their budget today, but also the lifestyle they want long term. Planning for those expenses up front can make homeownership a lot less stressful once you've moved in.
Other things that people don't think of is vehicle registration. You know, you still have to keep up with everything that's involved in maintaining your vehicle, especially if you're going to be among those that commute every single day. The commute might not be worth it. There is no doubt about it. We are a little bit further away than some other places. Housing wise, a little bit cheaper to live here, but you got to drive further if you want to commute to RTP, Raleigh, and places like that, Durham. So here are my final thoughts. Is Fuquay-Varina worth it? Well, in my opinion, absolutely. I do think Fuquay-Varina is 100% worth it. I don't regret moving to Fuquay-Varina, but I don't have to commute very far every day. If I did, that might wear on me a little bit. My husband commutes to Garner for work every day, and I can see that that commute wears on him. That is something to keep in mind. If you don't need to commute or you don't mind the time in your car and the traffic isn't going to bother you, if you're coming from somewhere where there is a lot of traffic most of the time, you actually might not think the traffic in Fuquay is very bad. But if you're coming from somewhere where there's not a lot of traffic, you might struggle here if you have to commute. So is it worth it? Yes. Is it affordable? Yes. Is it affordable for everyone? I believe so. I believe first-time home buyers, move-up buyers, people who are looking to expand, empty nesters, everybody can find a place here in Fuquay-Varina that is affordable for them. If you're thinking about moving to this area and you want to chat with me some more, the link to set up a call is in the description. This is what I do every day. I love talking to people about Fuquay-Varina and the surrounding towns and learning about what sort of lifestyle you'd like so that we can get you into whatever home meets your needs the best. If you enjoyed this video, click like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.